Hey everyone, I'm Charting Man Day with the chart guys. I'm back after 18 days with no internet or cell phone service, and Bitcoin has certainly been volatile. In the meantime, we've got a lot to check in on and see where we stand for the second half of October. All right, so Bitcoin had a break of weekly resistance. We ended up knowing that a weekly high or low was the most likely scenario compared to 52.5 thousand because of the size of this move. And so we then go to the daily time frame and we look for indications that that weekly high or low is shaping up. I was watching for a daily inverse head and shoulders. This is certainly a very dinky right shoulder, this little bull flag. But again, remember, a daily head and shoulders is just a downtrend changing to an uptrend. Lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. So a little daily bull flag confirmed a daily uptrend. The weekly high or low was set. And now we're looking back at 70 to 74,000. Definitely a wall of resistance. That is a strong resistance range. But the bulls having a win to start the week. Is it possible that we set a monthly lower high compared to the all-time high and tighten up into next year? Yes, that is a possibility. We have to be keeping an eye out for that. But I personally am of the perspective the broader market is so strong, the S&P 500 is having its best year in 27 years or whatever it is, that I feel the most likely scenario is Bitcoin eventually hits an all-time high. So I have swing positions that are looking for an all-time high. And granted, those swing positions have sat through a move from 66.5, giving back 12%. I've been riding all of this out because I'm not short-term trading a contained range. You want to be pumping the brakes when you're contained and pumping the gas in terms of your trading activity, your aggressiveness when tightening ranges break. So I'm just patiently waiting with a long lean, and it's just a question of, I'm with how volatile Bitcoin is, it's the kind of thing where I wouldn't be surprised where, we just wake up and in 2 days we have a 10% move and we're testing all-time highs. And we say, wow, that was fast. And I want to have a position for that is essentially what it boils down to. So here in the short term, we had a great move up, breaking weekly resistance, and then we had a very significant 5% pullback. Why? In large part because a number of factors, but the NASDAQ is definitely a factor, and I'll show you why. You certainly know I love my correlations, but there was a NASDAQ correlation today, and again, that correlation is always way stronger during the regular trading hours of the trading day, but we were extreme heading into this resistance break on a lot of short-term RSI levels. Even the 4-hour RSI was getting extreme as well. We had the Trader Pro alerts. Forgot to pull it up here, but the Trader Pro alerts fired a 4-hour super stack, which tells you that we are overbought on the 4-hour, the hourly, the 15-minute, the 5-minute. That time frame, the whole way down, we're overbought on all of them. And so that tells us be keeping an eye out for a short-term top into that move. And then, of course, you combine it with the NASDAQ. So here's the high being hit on the 10 a.m. candle. Here's the NASDAQ. Here's the 10 a.m. candle, which is a double top at the high of the day. NASDAQ has been going up 5 days in a row or whatever it is. Weakness starts at the 10-10 candle, and then we dump. That's almost a 2% drop in the NASDAQ in less than an hour. And Bitcoin, the first 10 minutes of consolidation, no red flags whatsoever. And there it is. That is because of the NASDAQ drop, the magnitude of the drop in Bitcoin. You can't convince me it's anything else. It's definitely correlation there. For now, we're looking for a tightening range. That's what we look for when we get volatility in both directions. We've got our high, low. We're scouting an hourly lower high. If it's set, we're going to watch to tighten up a bit here. It's just a question of, can the bulls maintain the longer term uptrends? Can we keep the 4-hour support here? The most important short-term support for me is 64.7, where we bottomed out overnight into this move up to start this week. There's a number of names in the stock world we'll look at in just a moment that, let's look at them now. MSTR has led the way. Easily the lead bull, but also looked for a bit of a top. We had the weekly tightening range break bull before Bitcoin, and then all-time highs, obviously before Bitcoin. Yesterday, we had a gap up open, and on Twitter, I guessed, watch for rotation from MSTR to other crypto stocks. MicroStrategy clearly leading the way, clearly a lead bull. Look at what we did on the gap up open. Stair-step drop all day yesterday. Look at the other names. Look at Coin. Coin has been doing nothing like what MSTR has been doing on the daily chart. But yesterday, it was pretty much an hourly stair step up, while MSTR was an hourly stair step down. In my opinion, that is rotation from a name that has been leading the way, has run significantly, to names that have not. It's just a leader to laggard move. And we see that in crypto all the time. Bitcoin, if we break out to all-time highs, it's going to be a leader. It's going to eventually top out. We're going to look for rotation into altcoins that have not made that move yet. So you see that across all markets and sectors when there is strength, that laggard kind of move. And another name, CLSK, same deal. Not the same magnitude of a move up, but solid green 2 days in a row, while MSTR, the lead bull, decent red 2 days in a row. Just rotation. MSTR, as long as 178 holds, it's a daily high or low. There's no red flag in that regard. We're still in a daily uptrend. But again, just little rotation. If you're looking in the short term, where's money going to be going? Leader to laggards. Dominance chart is still all bulls. Here we are with a tightening equilibrium, breaking bull, and we're back to the highest dominance that we've seen. It's just a grind up, and it has been for month after month after month, telling us Bitcoin's the place to be. Altcoins are not the place to be yet. It will eventually, in my opinion, but not yet. I do not think we're going to see an altcoin market anything like 2021 or 2017. I don't think we have that kind of euphoria and wind and momentum behind us, but I would love to be wrong. But I just got to share my opinion on what I feel is the most likely scenario. That doesn't mean there's not going to be opportunity. I just mean it's not the opportunity where you close your eyes and pick a coin and throw a dart at the wall and you're up 100%. ETH, still tightening up. This is still a weekly equilibrium that has been forming for months. Low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and we just failed resistance of 27.29. And so we're still tightening up. Nothing changes. We know volatility is coming, right? We can look at this and say, I'm not going to do it right now, but this is probably the most tight that Ethereum has been in over a year. We know that tightening ranges lead to breaks, and we know that's going to be coming here sooner rather than later. And we're watching which direction is it going to break. If it breaks bull, we zoom out, and we watch for possibly a monthly lower high. I'm still watching big picture. I'm still watching the possibility that we get these long-term equilibriums on some of these altcoins, but I love the clarity of the weekly chart. And ETH BTC still is telling us, how long have we been watching this chart? The answer is years. Until this downtrend breaks, nothing is proven. We could see dominance drop and ETH outgain Bitcoin for a month and still be in this longer-term downtrend. So Bitcoin is still the place to be. I personally have not traded an altcoin in a very long time. Doesn't mean there's not opportunity. I just find I much prefer to focus on stocks and things that I have more clarity and confidence in, and not paying these fees to trade these altcoins. Link is a name I'm watching just because it's a monthly stair step here. Monthly stair step of consolidation, so lower high every month, 7 months in a row. And now inside bars. So we know if we zoom in, we're in a tightening range. It's very similar to ETH. Technically, we broke resistance here, 1270, 1297. But I'm still viewing this as a tightening range. And again, same as Ethereum, this tells us sometime in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, end of October, start of November, volatility is going to pick up. So if I love trading ETH, I ideally have only been trading ETH a few times in the last couple of months. And now I either have a position waiting for the equilibrium to break. If I'm wrong, I stop out. And if I'm right, I make money. Or I'm saying my time to increase my trading activity in Ethereum is coming closer here. And I know I need to start paying attention more and have my game plans established and laid out in front of me, so I'm not scrambling in the heat of the moment to try and formulate a game plan when the market's saying, hey, it's time to go, and I'm not ready to go. So names that look like this, and there's a bunch of altcoins, watch for those ranges to break and watch for volume spikes. Volume is the first indication that a range is likely to break, because often that volume starts pouring in while you're still within the range and before a key support or resistance has broken yet. But other than that, just, keep an eye. Again, the BTC pairings, Keep an eye on the BTC pairings to show us which altcoin should I be focusing on. You know, we have Chart Guys members that are trading coins that I've never heard of. And, you know, they're in all-time highs. That's great. Absolutely focus on coins that are closer proximity to all-time highs if you're looking bullish. Again, just want to be very clear that I am not in the altcoin world right now. There will be narratives and sectors that, you know, develop. But first things first, need a Bitcoin all-time high for that euphoria and confidence to fully return to the crypto space. Again, SPY stock market has it. This is what SPY has been doing for the last 12 months. Up. And so crypto bulls are saying, all right, come on, it's our turn. And be ready for it because it can happen real quick. It's nothing, 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 and then all at once is how these patterns very often break. Glad to be back. Appreciate you watching. Joey still is out of commission at the moment, but he'll be back soon. They're slowly putting together power and water and internet and all that. I'm still on Starlink, so I can't live stream, but I can upload, and here we are. Make sure you do good things. We'll see you soon.